tous. Donc, Marie-Vorgane Le Barzic, je suis la CEO de Numa, qui est un accélérateur avec une empreinte géographique en France et puis Inde, Russie, Espagne, Mexico, voilà, tout ça. Et on accélère des startups, on fait bosser ensemble des startups, des grands groupes aussi, et on met un peu d'argent, un peu de capital dans les boîtes. Et on a également une activité événementielle assez intense, avec en France plus d'1 millier d'événements par an. Voilà.
Merci Marie.
Jean.
Bonjour, Jean-Large Brochard, je suis partenaire chez Kima Ventures. On investit dans une centaine de startups par an dans le monde entier, à peu près un tiers en France, et on est notamment investisseur dans Lengo ou dans le gagnant de l'année dernière, Aircall. Oh pardon, merde. Et Save aussi. Mais j'ai l'impression que tout le monde.
Bonjour à tous, donc je suis Damien, je suis le fondateur et CEO de Save, qui est une startup qui fait de la réparation de produits électroniques. On est leader en Europe en à peu près 3 ans, c'est une boîte qui a été créée en 2013. On a levé un total de 20 millions d'euros sur les 12 derniers mois. On est une boîte d'à peu près 500 collaborateurs et on fait un run rate d'à peu près 40 millions de chiffre d'affaires par an. Voilà.
Bonjour tout le monde, la pêche. À chaque fois que je viens à Nantes, il fait un temps de merde. Et à chaque fois, on me dit non, mais c'est super exceptionnel, tu vas voir, la prochaine fois, ça va être bien.
Non, mais
donc,
en fait, on a un slogan en Bretagne, on dit il pleut que sur les cons.
Génial.
Non, c'est un vrai proverbe, mais enfin, en général, c'est vrai que ça se dit pas trop, mais je le dis pour le principe.
Donc je suis vraiment ravi d'être parmi vous.
Non, t'as pas de chance.
J'aime bien faire de la natation dans les rues une fois par an. Donc Marc Rougier, j'étais entrepreneur. Je fais quelques startups, dont une qui s'appelle Scoopit, dont certains d'entre vous ont peut-être entendu parler. Et j'ai eu la chance et le bonheur et le privilège de rejoindre un fonds de malades qui s'appelle Elia Partners. Donc c'est un fonds de capital risque qui s'est spécialisé dans le early stage. Et on aime investir en tant que premier investisseur professionnel dans des boîtes avec de la forte techno, avec une préférence assez marquée pour le B2B. Premier investisseur dans Sigfox, par exemple, dans Criteo, dans Miracle, dans Tids et d'autres boîtes dont vous avez probablement entendu parler aussi. Et ravi d'attendre ce qui va se présenter aujourd'hui. C'est pas mal ta boîte aussi, toi. Je t'adore, Michael.
Salut Nantes, je m'appelle Audrey, je travaille chez Ventec, c'est un fonds de capital risque spécialisé dans les nouvelles technologies et l'early stage, amorçage série A, série B. Et nous, on est investisseurs chez WeThings, premier investisseur, Sticky Ads, Webedia, plein de belles pépites comme ça.
Bonjour à tous, Michael Froger, CEO de Lengo. Lengo est une startup qui est née il y a à peu près 6 ans et qui aide n'importe quel marchand à faire de la croissance avec son catalogue de produits. En gros, on indexe près de 400 milliards de produits par an pour les référencer sur toutes les places de marché, les retargeters, ce genre de choses. La particularité, c'est qu'on est nantais, pour ceux qui nous connaissent, mais aussi à Paris, et on ouvre des bureaux en Allemagne cet été, au UK certainement l'année prochaine.
Donc, je ne sais pas si vous avez vu le niveau du jury, mais ça se pose quand même un petit peu là. Alors moi, déjà au nom de l'équipe d'Orga, un grand merci d'avoir accepté notre invitation. Voilà, c'est vraiment un grand plaisir, un grand honneur pour nous de vous accueillir. Là, on a quand même un joli panel. Alors, c'est quoi les startups qu'on croque
Alors, du coup, je rappelle juste les règles. Donc, c'est 4 minutes de pitch en anglais et 3 minutes de questions-réponses avec le jury en anglais ou français, si vous voulez. Et donc, du coup, les 4 startups de cette pool sont, parce qu'il y aura un deuxième round à 15h10, sont Iggy Book, Guarding, Skipper et Openback. Donc on va appeler la première startup qui est Iggy Book.
So I'm here to introduce you to a platform that we developed to publish books online. Just to give you some background, today, you know, the book industry is the first cultural industry in the world. It's bigger than the movies, the gaming, and the music industry put together. But they haven't really started to transform the business model into digital. You know, while on music, you know, today 50% of the music sold is in digital. In books, like in the US, it's already 25 to 30%, but in Europe, it's like 3 to 5. So we're just at the beginning of the transformation of this industry. Today, you have to know in France there are like 10,000 publishers, but half of them haven't already started to just publish any digital book yet. And another trend also is that, you know, thanks to the new solutions that are on the market, people can publish their books, you know, directly without going through any publisher. In the US, for example, on Amazon, almost half of the books that are published today are independent books, and 1/4 of the books in the top 100 best-selling books are from independent authors. And in France, some surveys show that 2.5 million French people have already written a book and would like to publish it. So this is the size of the potential market that we have today. So this is why we have decided to launch a platform, a SaaS platform, where anyone who has a text can come, can create a book, publish it, sell it worldwide on every bookstore, and promote it. So just to give you an idea of globally what we do, you have a website creation tool for the authors where they can have a presence online. We developed a software where you just cut and paste your text from Word, and it creates a book in all the standard formats, EPUB and MOBI, which are the equivalent of the MP3 for books. And also, we have a solution so you can print your books and sell them on bookstores or receive them at home. You can sell directly from your bookstore, from your website, and be paid on PayPal, get the money directly, collect the customer's email so you can build your database. And then we plugged on that a lot of different marketing tools, newsletters, promo codes, a lot of things to help you promote your books. So the idea was to be able to replace all the different sides of what the publishers do, so that anyone today can publish their books, because you have to know that a publisher like Gallimard in France, they receive 5,000 texts per year, and they publish 1 or 2 of them. So there is a huge potential on all the other books that are not published today. And also, to make sure, because we have deals, we sign deals with almost every bookstore in Europe and worldwide. So today, if you go on our platform, you put your text, you press a few buttons, and your books within 48 hours is going to be sold in over 120 countries. It's going to be available on every smartphone, every tablet, every reader, and on your website. So we launched almost 1 year ago, and after 1 year, we are still in beta, but we have 4,500 authors using the service. It's on the B2C part. But what was surprising for us that a lot of publishers came to see us and to tell us that they didn't have the knowledge or the tools to do the same thing. So they asked us if we could help them to move into digital. So we are now working with a lot of key publishers like Albert Michel. We're working currently with Editis, Amazon Publishing. All the books that Amazon publishes in France, we are the one doing all the packaging, the promotion, and making sure the books are available. So, and to give you an idea, we had 6 months of revenue last year. We did 100K euros. This year, we are going to do almost 400,000. So the trend is there. It's growing fast. And so that's why we are here, to just introduce and find some new people who could be interested to partner with us, and also some investors who would like to invest in the company to help us go faster on the development. And just one thing on the team, we are a team which has a
Alors, les questions. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions? 3 minutes.
Marc.
Great team. I love the team. Sorry. No, just a question that you didn't have time to cover. You didn't say who is paying for it, because you help people publish, but then you need to help sell as well. So who is paying, the buyer or the seller?
Yeah, buyers. We have different models, but usually, the way we work with all the authors, like usually you have a small setup fee, so your books becomes available, and then we take a rev share on all the sales. So it's also a way to tell the authors that we're going to commit to help them, promote their book, because the more they sell, the more we make money.
So tell us more how you help promote. How do you acquire the selling part?
So there are different things. There are promotions through the bookstores, like we are in the direct contact with Kindle, with iBooks, with Google, with Kobo. So we work with them to promote the books, to launch marketing campaigns, to have some featuring on iTunes. We do that part on the bookstores. We also help them to have a lot of tools on the web. We have it's optimized on the SEO. We have a newsletter system. Everything is plugged in Mstream today. We have promo codes, and we also run a lot of marketing campaigns on social networks.
So it's pretty complex. You end up being like a marketplace when you have to create the demand and the offer. You have to sell to the writer, and you have to sell to the bookstore.
Yeah, our main customers first are the writers and the publishers. On the publishers, we have some kind of different business model where you can get subscriptions, so you have unlimited services and all of that. This is something we are building today. We finished the B2C model before doing the B2B, because at the beginning we thought it would mainly be a B2C model, but in fact, where the cash comes from today is mostly B2B. I think B2C has more potential, but it's going to be 3, 4, or 5 years, where B2B, the market is now. But yeah, the model is mainly to have the people pay an upfront fee, and then the idea is to work with all the bookstores and find some readers for them. But no, the bookstore helps them do it. When iTunes sends a newsletter in France, it's 10 million people, so it's better than anything we can do on social networks. And this is why I was going to say before, because the team, we all come from these teams. I used to work, for example, for iTunes for 5 years. I was managing the iBook store for iTunes in several countries in Europe. So we know these people very well.
Do you select the authors on the platform?
No. Anyone can come and publish books. We go through to make sure that we don't publish things that wouldn't be acceptable by law. We only rejected 2 books so far in 1 year. One was called Daesh, and there was another one was about someone who didn't really like to see people who were not white in France. So we told them that no, we wouldn't publish those books. But usually, so you can have people writing, cooking recipes. You have people writing stories about themselves, and you have people writing science fiction, romance.
Merci beaucoup.
As I told you, I'm Guarding. I'm the co-founder of Guarding. Our startup provides security officer, as I told you, for different type of events. This is our concept. It's really simple. If you are looking for a security officer, you just need to come to our website and you can book easily some security officer. We are the market. We are on the French market. The market is really huge, and they have a lot of. The market is really huge, and we have a lot of problem to book a security officer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because it's not the good presentation actually. It's not the same of yesterday. I'm so sorry about that. C'est pas du tout la bonne.
Allez, vas-y.
Yes. Okay, let's do it. I come back. The French market is really, really, really huge on this sector, and they have you can have a lot of opportunity to in this security market, but they have a lot of problem. And one of the most biggest problem is how you book your security officer. We decide to use the best thing in the web, and we put it in our website to simplify everything. As you see in the demo, you come to our website, and the best thing is you can book in less than 1 minute your security officer. You just need to put your address. You just need to choose the date of your event. You choose also the hour. The minimum package is 4 hours. You decide how many guardian angel, we call them like that actually, guardian angel. You decide how many guardian angel you want, and you have the price. We are really clear about our price, and you can see the price instantly. One more thing, you need to give us your number for one reason. We are not only here to put security officer, but we want to put the best security officer for your events. We can take an example. Imagine you do something. You organize a party, and you have like maybe 20 friends coming from UK. The minimum thing for the security guard is to speak in English. We can do that for you. This is why we call you, to ask you more questions. This is our perspective on the world map. Actually, it's not this one, it's another one, but I will give you some information. We launch our solution. Actually, we start to work on this solution in October. We launch our V1 in February. Between February and March, we won 10 clients. And today we are here, and we are really, really happy. To give you another information, in September we are going to launch our V2, and also we put some really strong targets. We want to do something really exceptional. It's to win minimum of 100 mission in October. This is a big picture of where we are today. As I told you, we are quite new. At least I can say we are babies. This is a picture. Our business model is really simple. We take 30% of each mission. Today, we have more than 20 clients. It's not this one. We done already 300 hours of mission, and we already booked a little bit more, less than 1,000 hours of securities until December. We have two objectives before the end of this year in Q4. First one, as I told you, to beat our target of 100 missions per week in October. And second mission, we are going to launch. Thank you.
Alors, je suis vraiment désolé parce qu'on est en train de regarder ce qui s'est passé.
Ouais.
We're having a look at the problem you just had with the presentation. So, on behalf of the team, I'm very sorry about that.
Fine, thank you.
Cher jury, do you have any question?
Moi, j'en ai une, elle va être en français, je suis désolé. Comment tu sources les agents et comment tu arrives à gérer la qualité des agents?
Alors, c'est une bonne question. Pour sourcer les agents, on a fait une chose très simple, c'est qu'on est parti sur le terrain. On a discuté avec beaucoup d'agents à travers différents quartiers, les centres commerciaux, les rues piétonnes. Et en discutant avec eux, on s'est rendu compte que nos concepts leur plaisaient pour deux raisons. La tarification, parce qu'on les rémunère super bien, on les rémunère à 14 € de l'heure. Et deuxièmement, c'est qu'il y avait un manque de reconnaissance. Donc, on s'était dit, c'est l'occasion aussi de changer cette image-là. Il s'est passé une chose qui nous a un petit peu dépassé. Il y a eu un effet boule de neige. On a discuté pendant 3 semaines avec un certain nombre d'agents, mais ces agents-là, on en discutait avec d'autres agents. Au final, au bout de 3 semaines, on a obtenu 3 semaines de discussion, plus 3 semaines après, on avait 2600 applications sur notre site internet complètement remplies. Et dans l'équipe, on est 4. On ne l'a pas vu, mais on est 4. On est 2 en sales, mais il y a une personne extrêmement importante dans notre équipe qui a une expertise dans le milieu de la sécurité et qui s'appelle Ibrahim Traoré, qui est juste là. Petit coup d'applaudissement. Merci. Et Ibrahim Traoré, son rôle, il a un rôle vraiment, vraiment important. Nous, notre rôle, c'est vraiment de closer le deal. Lui, son rôle, c'est vraiment de matcher l'agent de sécurité par rapport à la mission. On travaille dans l'univers des startups, on a un certain nombre de clients. Il y a des startups qui ont des besoins très particuliers, il y a des boîtes qui ont des besoins très particuliers, il y a des sociétés d'événements qui ont des besoins très particuliers. Son rôle, c'est de fit parfaitement l'agent de sécurité par rapport à l'événement.
Honneur aux filles. Juste une question, ma sensation c'est que sur ce marché en fait il y a essentiellement des clients B2B et c'est essentiellement pour des gens qui ont besoin de récurrence en fait dans le gardien. Et vous, j'ai la sensation que c'est plutôt en fait pour du ponctuel, en effet, B2C, pour une soirée, etc. Et j'ai du mal à me rendre compte de quelle est la part du marché que tu as présenté avant qui correspond en fait à du ponctuel B2C.
Ouais, je comprends. Alors, on a décidé de passer sur du ponctuel pour une raison très simple, c'est qu'on avait besoin de tester aussi notre service, on avait besoin de tester les agents, on avait besoin d'avoir un retour d'expérience client. L'avantage d'obtenir un retour d'expérience client, c'est de positionner ta solution par rapport à leur demande. Et en fait, la prochaine étape, et ça fera partie de la V2 qu'on va lancer à partir de la rentrée septembre, c'est de s'attaquer au marché de la récurrence. C'est vraiment le point important chez nous. La phase, c'était de comprendre comment ça fonctionnait, passer beaucoup de temps avec les agents sur le terrain, parce qu'on ne les abandonne pas, on reste avec eux. Et deuxièmement, c'est de pouvoir gagner en récurrence avec des contrats très prochainement à partir de la rentrée septembre. Et pour info, on vient de gagner un contrat en récurrence sur toute l'année 2017.
Comment tu sais qu'ils ne vont pas te bypasser sur la récurrence, justement?
Parce qu'on a des contrats, ils doivent signer un contrat, ils doivent signer un engagement avec nous, et là-dedans, il y a des clauses qui sont très claires et qui sont automatiquement stipulées, et ils en ont connaissance.
Enfin, si le client il te dit j'arrête les événements, donc j'ai plus besoin du wording, il te paye à l'avance?
Oui, ils sont obligés de payer à l'avance. En fait, on t'envoie un lien, et tu cliques sur le lien, tu payes, une fois que le paiement il est fait, on met à disposition l'agent de sécurité. Voilà.
Merci beaucoup. On peut l'applaudir parce que c'était pas facile de se rattraper en live, donc bravo.
Merci.
So my name's Grant and we're Openback. So we do smart notifications. Today, notifications are the primary interface that drive the actions that we take on our mobile devices. But we feel that push notifications are broken and outdated. Companies aren't using it right. When a mobile app wants to send you a video message, they don't know if you're going to be connected to Wi-Fi or if you're going to be commuting home from work, right? This is not good enough today. You really need to focus on the delivery of your message. So with Openback, we send smart notifications to app users at the right moment for them. Through our campaign manager tool, you can create and send out notifications. They're delivered locally to the app that's installed within each user's device. Because we do this, you have full tracking and reporting of the notifications. You can see how many people clicked or dismissed the message. And all of that can be exported and reported as well. You have the ability to control display settings if you're sending out ongoing or recurring notifications. And then we also have 30+ contextual triggers to help find that perfect moment for your app user. A better example is when you're sending a video message to an app user, if you can guarantee that your app user is at home, connected to Wi-Fi, possibly has good battery life, you're able to understand this is a better time for them to engage with that notification, to click into your app, and to have a more positive experience. With OpenBack, you can send a few different types of notifications. So here on the screen, you can see simple notifications. They look like push notifications today. We have interactive display messages, so this could be an HTML5. It can be a video. It could even be a full-page pop-up, like you see on the right, as well as SMS and email. One of the cool pieces of our platform is that you can use these contextual triggers, and you can see all 30+ of them here. Some of the favorites include time, exact location on the device, other apps installed within your user's device, if they're connected to Wi-Fi or not. On Android, we can actually see if someone just took an action and unlocked their phone. All of these can be used together in the context of your message to define the best moment for your user. Today, our largest client is British Telecom in the UK. They're using us across all 7 of their consumer-facing apps, and they're actually seeing a 76% interaction rate with these notifications. And they're using it for all types of purposes. It could be commercial or business. They have a lot of reminder messages. They're doing cross-channel promotions as well. But using the triggers can really expand your reach and enable you to send better notifications, and you're guaranteeing a higher interaction rate with those. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dear jury, do you have any question?
When did you start?
About 18 months ago.
What's the background of the founders?
I actually have a slide here. I don't know if you can pull it up.
So you took 2 minutes, but you have 1 minute more. So.
The main founder actually comes from the mobile top-up company Ding. So he helped co-found that, and then he's been involved with a bunch of other startups as well. And our CTO was involved with mobile R&D at Ericsson. And then he also founded an ad tech startup as well. So that's kind of how they came together and decided on creating OpenBack. They had this huge problem with retention at Ding, and so OpenBack was the way to solve that problem.
What's your target in terms of customers?
In terms of like the size or the types. So we're actually looking to approach the telcos, banking apps, gaming, and gambling apps. We're seeing a huge need for something like this. They need to get their message across to the user, but it doesn't really matter if it's exactly at 5 p.m. They just want to make sure that they can guarantee the user sees the message and clicks into the app.
Yeah. What sort of feedback do you get? Because you said, and I get the point, you say if we send the trigger, the notification at the right time, probably we will have a better response. Fair enough. But your thing is embedded in someone else's applications. So when they use your product, do they run some A/B testing and they get back to you by saying, oh yes, when we had it, because that's a theoretical benefit, but can you measure the benefit?
Through our platform, you can actually do control groups, so you can actually test some users getting the message or some that don't. One cool feature is because you're able to report and track this data, you can actually do your own testing and say, after you've sent out a reminder message and you see that you get a 76% interaction rate, maybe you want to next time either change the trigger or change the message a bit and try and improve upon that rate. So I mean, theoretically, you can have a 100% interaction rate with your messages. Right.
But you have enough background yet? I mean, people have been using it for long enough to have statistics. And so, what is the growth or the benefits? Can you measure the ROI?
The retention that they're seeing,
or the increase of actions upon notification.
I don't have those metrics with me, but I'd be happy to.
No, but can you repeat the ones that you gave regarding British Telecom?
It was the 76% interaction rate. So that's if someone
Compared to what, without your product?
The question is versus which baseline? You have to need to have a baseline of notification without your tool, and then...
Yeah, well, the metric, I guess, it's based on what they were doing previously. So they were seeing a 1 to 5% interaction rate or click-through rate with their messages, and now they're seeing a 76%. So it's a huge improvement across all of their 7 apps.
Okay, cool. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Maina. I'm Skipper co-founder. To present you our project, the best thing is to introduce you a girl named Fanny, who represents very well our customers. Fanny has always been dreaming to go sail, but she never dared to. Why? Because she has no experience, not a big budget, but also because when she goes online, she's disappointed. She's only been asked to choose between a boat and another. Nothing or almost nothing is being said about the travel and the skipper himself. So that's the reason why we've decided to launch Skipper, the first website that allows you to sail, to choose the right skipper to go sail with in total confidence. With us, you can embark from a weekend heading to Les Glénans to a sailing and diving week in the Caribbean islands. You can join if you're a group, but also if you're just 1 or 2, we'll help you find the right crew to share the boat price with. Thanks to that, we are very affordable, as you can see. Good news is that we have a good traction so far. More than 1,200 people embark with us already, which represents 600K euros since our launch. But the key point, a third of the people who embarked with us had never been on a sailing boat before, which demonstrates that we have found the key to open this market. This project is based on a strong and complementary team. So I'm from a business background, graduated from EACP. I worked 5 years at Microsoft, and I'm a huge sailing fan. I used to be a sailing teacher in Les Glénans.
And I'm Claire. I'm from engineering background, and I worked 7 years at Accenture, and I've started to sail lately, just like our clients. In fact, the existing market is big. The sailing cruises with skipper in France represent 140 million euros, and it's estimated at least 10 times bigger for English-speaking countries. Above all, the French Sailing Federation demonstrates that 10 million of French people are dreaming to sail during their holidays. Our business model is simple. We take a commission of 18% on skipper prices with an average cut of 1,000 euros. Our unique and innovative project has been welcomed by the nautic industry and the startup environment. We won the first nautic startup contest organized by the Paris Nautic Show at the end of 2014, and we successfully raised 215K euros last year. Since then, we moved from Paris to Nantes, and we consolidated our team. We have also launched the new version of skipper.com. Thanks to that, we convert more and faster, and we keep our trend of 300% growth year on year.
We believe that there is a place for the sailing in the travel industry, and we want to be the leader of it in France and abroad. We target more than 10 million of sales in 2019. To do it, we want to accelerate on our key priorities, so IT, sourcing, marketing, and international, as 80% of our skippers are multilingual. To do so, we need money for our growth, so we are in the process of a fundraising of 600K euros. We plan to close it before end of July. We've secured actually 2/3 of it. We want money and more. We want people able and keen to help us meet our challenges. Thank you very much.
Bravo. Ah, il y a des fans là. From Paris to Nantes, good choice. Glad to welcome you in Nantes. Dear jury.
What's your cost of acquisition per customer?
Currently, most of our acquisition is natural reference because we have a strong content strategy. So most of our customers is like content we do, so it's not like one, okay. We started to do lately acquisition on AdWords, so it's €1.1 per customers.
Yeah, in fact, we are building the sea travel guide with our skippers and with our clients too, and that's why we have a good natural referencing.
It's actually 80% of our traffic online, and we do currently 300% growth each month.
Sorry, I can only praise content marketing as a way to acquire clients.
Yes.
Sorry. My question is if I can say you are the BlaBlaCar of sailing boats.
Yeah.
In BlaBlaCar, there is a lot of recurring clients. Do you expect that to happen for boats?
Yes.
Yeah. Generally, we prefer to say we are like Uber because we work only with professionals.
That was on purpose, by the way.
Yes, but in fact, 10% of our clients are requesting for another cruise. From the beginning, of course, knowing that you do not cruise every two weeks, but yes, 10%.
And we just started like really action to work on that, and we have a very, very high open rates and click rates on our newsletter. So we see our customers are really willing, because they just started sailing, they become like us, like huge fan, and so there is a really potential in recurring revenues.
How do you manage seasonality?
Well, in fact, of course, there is a seasonality, which is a little bit compensated by the fact that the booking can be different from 2 days before embarkation and 6 months before embarkation, and also by the fact that people can go to Caribbean during winter and so on. So
People actually go sailing in Nantes with this weather?
We recently had a new skipper from Nantes, starting in Nantes, so it's also for you guys.
What is your burn rate? Cash burn rate?
15K euros per month.
Mostly from the team?
Mostly from the team.
Okay.
Acquisition, as I said, is mostly natural, so we've just started to do AdWords acquisition. We found profitability on different types of sales, so very high card sales in Caribbean islands, but also on small weekends, we are profitable.
So basically the sales, it's commission, or it's the total number of sales? It's volume of sales.
Yes, no? Too late.
Thank you
very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Hugo, I'm the founder of Pump, and I'm here to present the fuel station of the future of the next century. We all know gas stations. They've been around for 100 years, and they'll be exactly the same for 100 years. The only innovation the oil companies have done, and they're still congratulating themselves about it, it's start selling candy and energy drinks, so you feel better about yourself when you go to the gas station. So we are here to introduce the problem is that you have to go to the gas station. You have to waste your time. The experience is really not convenient. It's not a nice place overall. So we're going to change that, and we're going to bring the gas station to you. How do we do that? We developed a technology that we have a patent on to install a tank so we can deliver to you anywhere in an urban environment, in a parking lot, in the street of your house. So using a utilitarian van that you see every day in the streets, we can put 1,000 liters inside, and so that's equivalent to 20 fuel tanks of a car. That allows us to be seamless, light, and much more agile than a big gas station from the last century. So we are available 24/7, wherever you are in our geographical area. And on top of that, our price, it's below the average of the city that we are operating. So it's a win-win situation. We have a pre-market validation. We're B2B centric. So we cannot follow the B2C model in the beginning. So B2B centric. We have an international contract with a shopping mall group that allows us to, starting in September, we'll deploy sequentially into 5 European cities, 1 shopping mall each, which has the potential of, if we tap to 1% of their clientele yearly, it's $1 million per shopping mall of revenue.
And then we managed to get deals with 2 major rent-a-car companies in Paris to refuel all their cars in their agencies starting in September as well. Those contracts are of about $1 million each company. And they were doing a commercial operation with us. So in November, if everything goes okay, you'll never have to go to a rent-a-car company and refuel your car when you bring it back, because it's going to be the same price. So easing up the life for the clients. The first question is this legal? Yes, we have the patent on our van that allows us to operate in 48 countries and be deployable in those countries. We did all the legal studies in every country that we want to operate to have the authorization. So our plan of deployment is in the first year we want to be present in Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Rome, and London. And then the second year attack Asia, because that's a huge market. And the third year, well, we start conquering the rest of the world. What's next in our development, in the technological part? We're working with a major GPS company, so we get integrated into your GPS in your car. So when you're low on fuel, instead of looking for a gas station, your car asks, do you want to get refilled? And you just click OK, or you talk to your car, if it's a nice car. And we'll come and refuel on the back wherever you park. This eases up the life for everybody, because if you think about the self-driving cars of the future, they can self-drive themselves, but they cannot self-refuel themselves. So this is also one opening that we have for the development in the next 5 years. And finally, for the clean energies, we hope we can be dealing electric batteries and hydrogen fuel cells in the future as well. And after that, the real question is, would you go to a gas station again? Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. So what are the economics of the business?
So we make a margin per liter. Our gross margin is 20% initially, which increases with volume, of course. Our net margin are around 10% for our first year. And well, that's the economics.
Net margin, you mean overall?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the first year, because we have all the costs of acquiring and running.
So where do you get the fuel from?
So each country we're provided by the fuel major. So in France, it's the major company in France. In Spain, it's also in Italy. It's the majors. In each country, in France it's dealt with, in Spain it's dealt with, and in Italy it's dealt with. So in France, Total, in Italy it's Eni, in Spain we're still dealing with Repsol or Cepsa, and in England it's going to be BP.
Just a comment. I think it's a fantastic idea from an on-demand standpoint. I love the idea, but yeah. I feel uncomfortable having these cars with 1,000 liters of fuel going around in the city.
Well, that's the thing. The solution doesn't exist. We had to create it to be able to run the business like this. So it's pretty much it's a vault. So it's completely safe, even in case of a big accident. The risks of anything happening, they're very, very low. The risk of one regular car exploding randomly, it's 3 times over the risk of our car exploding because of an accident. So
you had to design the car? Or the
no, not the car, the tank. So we can install the tank in any utilitarian van. And the volume of the tank, it's modular. So we have 1,000 liters just because that's the limit of the van that for the parkings, because of the size.
So can you give us some KPIs? How many cars?
How
many cars do you have? What is the fleet? And
so we have the prototype, and we want to produce around 30 cars for the launch, for our clients to be able to deploy in the respective cities that I said.
Don't you need a key to open the tank?
Yeah, so since we're B2B, so for instance, the car rental companies, they're open for us. In shopping malls, we install a valet parking. So when you go to the shopping mall, you leave the car with us. So you leave the key, so you have access to it. If you go to a company and you have the parking lot of the company, you leave the keys to the desk in front, and we get the keys and we open it. Or you can simply leave it open if your car it's that kind of model.
Do you know any competitor? It seems like a good idea, so perhaps.
Yeah, no. The only competitors are in the US. Their technologies are not exportable. They use jerry cans. They use agricultural trucks. They use mini fuel trucks. But in Europe, it's illegal. The second one, it doesn't exist. And the third one, it just walking around with the big truck in Paris, for instance, or in Asia, it's just impossible. And our solution, we have the patent, so...
Hi everyone, so my name is Johnny. I'm head of marketing and sales for Velco, and today I'm going to talk about the future of transportation, the bicycle. So our name is Velco, and we are your cycling partner that always keeps you connected. Our mission is to offer you a more pleasant and safe experience. We are 3 co-founders, and we met 2 years ago at an entrepreneur convention in Nantes. We came all by bike, and that made us talk about common pains cyclists have. So we speak with a lot of cyclists, and we identified 3 big problems. The first one is that bike locks are not efficient. More than 1,000 bicycles are stolen per day in France. The second problem cyclists have is finding their way to their destination. 20% of bicycle accidents are due to people trying to find their route on a smartphone or another GPS device. And the third problem cyclists have is being visible to others for their own safety. So you have accessories that you can put on your bicycle, but it's not integrated. So you need to bring them with you every day, all the time. So we have competitors, and they do really good things for cycling as a sport. But there's a huge lack of caring for the experience and the safety of the everyday rider. So we tried to find things that existed. We asked some cyclists, and the conclusion was that nothing existed. So we decided to imagine it. That's why we created the Wink. The Wink is the first connected handlebar that you can control through your mobile application. It will totally change your bike experience. First of all, you will never get lost anymore. Enter your destination on your smartphone, put it away, and follow the lights. They will tell you if you need to turn left, turn right, go backwards, or even if someone is trying to call you. The second one is, finally, your bike is safe. With our device, you will be alerted in case of theft, and you will have the exact position of your bike so you can retrieve it by yourself or with the police forces with whom we are working closely. And the third one is, finally, you can just enjoy your ride. The flashlights are integrated, so just enjoy. So today we have a patent that protects us from concurrence, and we are filling 2 other ones concerning our technology. You can get this easy, safe, and user-friendly product for a small cost of 149 euros. But our business model goes a bit further. We are using the data, we're collecting the data to provide services to insurance companies, cities, and for the biker. So now let's take a look at the market. The market is absolutely huge. You have 25 million people using their bikes regularly in France, and 100 million counting Germany, Denmark, and Holland. So to finish, please take a look to our incredible design. It has been implemented with Ronan Barriou, the ex-designer of Orbea, a great name in cycling. And maybe one last thing, our product is international. A Spanish, a German, an American person can use it, and no translation is needed. Just follow the lights. That's why we have many opportunities with public bicycle and cyclism for tourism. So Velco, easy riding for everyone. Thank you.
Jean, why did you design a bike rather than a device?
So we didn't design the bike. We are selling a handlebar, so just this piece of the bicycle. Yeah, just the handlebar. So the handlebar, it's available for every bicycle, and our product, the Wink, is available also on every smartphone. That's it.
Any other question?
So the price of the device is 199, right?
149 euros.
49 euros.
Yeah, 149 euros. You will find it on Kickstarter at 1st of October. Okay. And then you will find it in your retailer, bicycle shops, or even on the marketplace Amazon.
So yeah, how will you distribute it, do you think?
Yeah, for
marketplaces.
Yeah, marketplaces, but we really want to do B2B, so business to business. So we are mostly selling to manufacturers to retailers and to bicycle shops, so the shops you have everywhere in the city selling bicycles.
How does it work? Is there any battery, or do you have to charge it? Or?
Yeah, there's a battery. It's good for 3 weeks. Then you can just unplug a piece of the bicycle, you bring it home, charge it, and put it back, and that's okay. And there's an additional battery if your bicycle gets stolen while you're charging it.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
How much does it cost for you to product this device?
So how much does it cost? For us, we are margin about 50%. So if you make the calculation a little bit, I don't want to say it.
Where do you develop it?
So this solution is 100% French, from the conception to the industrialization. So we are from Nantes, and we would like to stay and do all our industrialization in that region.
Sounds good.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, I'm going to present you AR24. My name is Guillaume de Marzac. Why am I showing you this antiquité? Because it's a symbol. It's the symbol of a very, very French syndrome called the Minitel syndrome. You see, in France, big corporations don't like change at all. And we've seen that with bookstores fighting against Amazon and with taxis fighting against Uber. So we figured, what could be the next Minitel syndrome? Well, how about courrier recommandé avec accusé de réception? I think we all know the pain that it is to get un avis de passage and having to go get it at the post office, waiting for hours, queuing like crazy. There are 240 million certified mail, courrier recommandé, sent every year just in France alone for an annual revenue of 1.1 billion euros. Did you know that since 2011, it is legally possible to actually send certified mail absolutely online, without La Poste, without paper, from one email address to another? Did you also know that as soon as next month, there will be a European regulation for European electronic certified mail? So my co-founder and I built a system where you can actually send these. Each certified mail costs 2.49 euros a piece, plus a possibility for upselling with premium features later on. We either sell directly on the website or through the API that enables AR24 to be embedded in third-party software. We already signed with 2 pretty big softwares in France. And it works. Since we launched in April 2015, without any sort of marketing, just with word of mouth, we have reached 500 notary offices as customers. And we're talking about notary offices, so it's a pretty prestigious type of clientele. None of them has left us since then. They all love AR24. We get full retention. So as you can imagine, our KPIs are pretty strong. We've grown consistently in terms of monthly revenue, monthly recurring revenue. We've grown by 33% month over month for the last year. We reached 24K last month. We're going to reach 30K this month, and we should be able to reach between 70 and 80K in monthly recurring revenue by the end of the year. We're raising because we want to hire big profiles. We want to start marketing a little bit because I guess most of you don't know about AR24, except a few. And we want to go we want to go international, especially in Europe, since as I was saying, there is going to be a European regulation for that. If everything goes fine, which it should, with all the deals that we have signed already, within 2 years, we will gradually reach an annual recurring revenue of 5 million euros a year. But if we raise money, we actually hope to double, triple, maybe quadruple that amount. So with your help, we really hope to become a French international champion, a leader in the online transition for all things related to eco, which, I mean, I call eco, which is e-signatures, certified mail, and online identification. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Emmerich. I'm co-founder and CEO of Scortex. Our goal at Scortex is to bring intelligence to machine. Today, machine intelligence can mean pattern recognition for predictive maintenance. It means image analysis for classification or detection of objects in images. It also means speech recognition for human-machine interface. Today, most of the intelligence is done in the cloud, and since we have an exponential volume of data with IoT and machine-to-machine, we need more computing power and it consumes more energy. And since the analytics is done in the cloud, you have a slow reaction time. Our proposition is to have a local intelligence in embedded systems. To do that, we need something that is low power consuming and gives the ability to have real-time analysis. So our technology is an embedded machine intelligence platform with two main parts. One software part, Spirit, that gives our clients the ability to build the intelligence with the power of machine learning. The second part is Allium, a chip that we've built. It's a neural processor, a new kind of processing unit that can execute intelligence. This processor, Allium, is plugged to sensors for data analytics. So we have competitors, of course. Movidius and NVIDIA are doing great stuff in embedded systems, and Nirvana and Teradeep are more focused on machine intelligence in the data centers. Scortex is different because we provide a reconfigurable and low-power computing architecture dedicated to embedded systems. We're a team of 4 people. Christophe is in charge of the business. Nathanael is our lead hardware engineer, and Serge, our CTO, has almost 30 years' experience. We have taken our technology into our first product, Scortex Vision. It's a smart camera that gives the ability to have embedded real-time analysis, and with Spirit, we give our clients the ability to integrate easily our technology. We also have a wide range of partnership to ease the integration of our technology into our clients' environment. So right now, we're focused on 2 markets. The first is quality control. Our solution is particularly interesting because it goes fast, and with the power of machine learning, the quality control checks keep evolving over time. The second market we're focused on is drone inspection. Our technology is interesting because we bring the latest technology of machine vision into the drone industry with a low power consumption, so our drones have more autonomy. So machine intelligence is going to transform the industry, is going to transform our society, and Scortex's goal is to build the infrastructure that's going to help that. We are now in 2 incubators in Paris, Agoranov and the Crédit, and also Scientipo is helping us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Dear jury, do you have any questions? Jean, as usual.
Raise your hand if you understood what it is about. Okay,
Thank
so
you. Wow,
I'm sorry.
not so much.
I didn't understand, so I just need to. I'm sorry, I'm not as technical as you are. It looks great, but I didn't understand.
Okay, so right now, machine learning and machine intelligence is getting more and more important. And this machine intelligence is computed on computers, classic computers, where you have a processor, classical processor, or a GPU, graphical processor. Those are the 2 computing units that are used right now in the machine learning industry. We think we need a more specified computing unit for machine intelligence, and that's what we've built. And we're taking even further. We think that the next step in the computing industry...
So it's physical, it's an hardware.
It's a chip, yeah.
So why don't you show it?
I don't have it right with me,
Okay.
sorry. So we have 2 parts. We have a hardware part, the chip, and the software that's giving our client the ability to talk to the chip. Thank you.
Basically, you will sell this to the manufacturers themselves, right?
Yep.
Drone companies?
Sorry?
Drone companies?
Drone companies, yeah.
OEM agreements?
Sorry?
OEM agreements? How are you going to sell these chips to the manufacturers?
So we are renting the chips. Yep.
Okay.
Because it's
a long-term
yeah,
contract.
it's a long-term. Why are you renting it? Is because our chip is reconfigurable. We're not building the chip, we are building the computing architecture. I don't know if that's clear, but So we are using chips from Xilinx that are reprogrammable, and we are giving our clients the computing architecture that they put in this chip.
And you will sell it to any manufacturer for any device? Because it's pretty large, the potential.
Yeah. But right now, we're focused on those two markets I was talking about, but our goal is to hit the global market, of course. Are you ready? Not right now, but in the beginning of the year, yeah, we'll be.
I would say it will become an advantage for one manufacturer against another to have your product. So
of course.
If you offer it to everyone, what will be the
how do we make ourselves different? Sorry?
What will be the point? I mean, do you think that they will market it? They will market it. They will say, okay, I have in the product I sell, I have machine.
Yeah. Well, hopefully nowadays on a computer it says Intel inside. My goal is to, in 10 years, you'll have every object with Cortex
so
inside.
It will become a standard. That's what you mean.
That's my goal.
So I have one more question.
Yes.
19 seconds. I thought I understood before you asked the questions, and then you explained, and then I understood that I did not understand. So now I think I get it. So it's an architecture.
Yes.
How is it dedicated to machine learning? It's just a computing architecture.
Yeah, right now the first computing architecture we did is for neural networks.
And did you have some patterns on that?
Yes, we do.
Okay, yes, that's good. Thanks.
Bravo.
On les encourage. C'est un métier difficile. Ça va, Marc? T'as pas pris la pluie? T'as pris un gros manteau? Ouais, on fait froid ici. Hein, ouais. Oui, asseyez-vous, ouais.
Donc le jury a été délibéré dans les loges de Stereolux et on a défini donc un palmarès, le podium du Global Challenge 2016. Vous vous souvenez, il y avait aussi un vote du public. Alors pour annoncer ce prix du public, je vais appeler Jérémy. Est-ce que Jérémy est dans la salle?
Alors Jérémy a un nom de famille?
Jérémy Cormand.
Ah.
Il est en backstage? Il est derrière?
Jérémy Cormand, on a besoin d'un moonwalk là pour lancer.
On a besoin d'un moonwalk pour annoncer le vote du public. Alors, est-ce qu'il est là?
Alors, il manque toujours quelqu'un. C'est un drame. Ces finales du vendredi après-midi, c'est un drame. Il manque toujours quelqu'un. Ah, il est là.
Le voilà, on peut l'applaudir.
Voilà.
Notre super présentateur. Alors, du coup, il y a eu plus de 200 votes. Et donc, le vote du public.
Le vote du public est Velco. Bravo à vous. Velco.
Les Nantais. Alors, voilà, ils descendent. En 2, on avait Skipper pour le vote du public. Et en 3, c'était Pomp. Alors.
Les voilà, les Velco. Des Nantais, c'est bien.
Alors, ils sont pas venus avec un vélo. Allez, on peut les applaudir encore.
Bon, on peut les applaudir. Alors, prix du public 2016, WEB2DAY, un petit mot?
Merci beaucoup, on est très contents. Le WEB2DAY, ça comptait beaucoup pour nous, donc on est ravis de recevoir ce prix. Et puis, n'oubliez pas, vous pouvez déjà réserver votre guidon sur notre site internet, velco.bike, et puis en Kickstarter au 1er octobre. Voilà. Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous et félicitations, vraiment.
Alors, comme le choix n'a pas été simple, notre cher jury a décidé d'attribuer un prix coup de cœur, donc en soit le 4e. Et donc, je vais laisser... C'est prix coup de cœur, c'est vrai.
C'est pas 4e.
C'est pas 4e, c'est vrai.
Alors, quand Marie se lève...
Ouais. Et donc, c'est Marie qui va l'annoncer.
Skipper.
Ouais.
Donc c'est pas 4e, c'est coup de cœur. Ok.
Coup de cœur. Maïna et Claire.
Bon, et alors, Skipper, on a eu très envie de leur donner ce prix coup de cœur.
parce que déjà il y a on va dire cette proposition de valeur, hein, ce que vous faites, ce que vous offrez, la possibilité, le voyage, la rencontre, tout ça, et la façon dont vous l'incarnez, la super dynamique de l'équipe. Et puis, quand même, et peut-être avant tout, la très belle traction des derniers mois. Il se trouve que vous étiez au NUMA, je vous ai rencontré sur le salon nautique quelques mois avant, et le business se développe super bien. Donc voilà, bravo pour tout ça. Oh, ça va! C'est pour ça que j'ai dit coup de cœur et pas... Voilà.
Eh ben, super, merci beaucoup. On était ravis de faire ce Global Challenge. On est ravis d'être venus sur Nantes et de voir cet écosystème aussi puissant, et c'est top.
Et c'est moi qui le dis, mais c'est tout le jury qui est aligné.
Là. Merci beaucoup.
Merci Marie, bravo, super. Alors, ce qui est bien, c'est que Marie, quand elle annonce un prix, c'est... Alors Marie, tu veux dire un petit mot? Ouais, skipper. Voilà. Il n'y a pas de roulement de tambour, c'est direct, c'est cash, c'est très bien.
Alors, du coup, pour la 3e place,
alors, la 3e place,
on va appeler Marc.
Ah,
bah oui.
Ah, il en rate pas une. Hein.
Et à Velco aussi, ou une petite bise à Velco, non?
Pas les garçons, non.
Ils sont mouillés à cause de la pluie.
Ah oui.
Donc en 3e, on a sélectionné une boîte qui adresse un sujet massif, super ambitieux, universel, complètement dans l'air du temps et avec de la propriété industrielle de malade. C'est un truc qui est très compliqué à faire, on a plein de questions dessus, mais on a vraiment envie de donner la chance et d'investiguer plus loin. Vous auriez reconnu celle que vous avez été au moins 30% à comprendre à la présentation. Scortex!
Scortex, 3e. Bravo. Félicitations.
Merci beaucoup. On est très touchés. Effectivement, on a un gros challenge qui nous attend. Mais on a rencontré plein de gens sympas ici et l'ambiance WEB2DAY était top. Après, il nous reste effectivement pas mal de travail sur la planche.
Alors, tu as 2 gros challenges. Le premier, c'est la prochaine fois d'essayer d'avoir 40% des gens qui comprennent ce que tu dis.
Ouais.
Et l'autre, un petit peu plus simple, c'est de réussir cette immense start-up.
Oui, tout à fait. Merci beaucoup.
Bien joué.
Merci Marc.
Alors,
merci Scortex. Bravo.
Pour la 2e place, donc, je vais appeler Damien.
Alors, Damien, 2e place à annoncer.
Merci beaucoup. Donc en 2e place, on a choisi une boîte qui attaque en fait un grand marché, qui pour le moment en fait j'avais vu personne s'y attaquer. En plus c'est 2 personnes que j'ai rencontrées il y a quelques semaines en réalité, qui sont venues me voir à l'événement BPI, donc qui était à Paris à Bercy. Et ils sont venus me voir et ils sont venus me parler de leur start-up sans, à mon avis, beaucoup de prétention. Et en fait, on avait clairement un besoin. On a un besoin identifié chez Save. Je vais pouvoir en parler juste après. Et donc, c'est vraiment un marché en fait qui est à la fois en B2B qu'en B2C est vraiment important. Donc, la 2e place est attribuée à Guarding.
Guarding.
Comme quoi, malgré la présentation, voilà. Bravo, un grand bravo.
Merci. Ibrahim, notre security advisor que vous allez pouvoir rencontrer ce soir au Nautilus et qui verra votre sécurité puisque vous allez avoir 6 agents Guarding qui seront présents à cet événement et qui vont prendre soin de vous. Cool. Et on vous remercie, merci beaucoup pour le prix, on est très contents, très touchés et on a été heureux de participer à cet événement. Et merci à l'ensemble de l'équipe Guarding qui n'a pas pu venir, Mohamed et Rachid dans l'occurrence. Bravo les gars, merci.
Pavel, pars pas trop vite. Alors, moi j'avais une petite précision à ajouter quand même.
Tu signes le deal avec nous en fin de compte?
On signe avec vous, ouais. Bon, clairement, il faut qu'on se voit juste après. Mais donc nous, par exemple, chez Save, on avait un problème de sécurité et donc on a été amené en fait à contacter des boîtes de sécurité. Et en réalité, je pense que le gros de votre marché, je pense qu'il est en B2B. Et je pense qu'en fait, votre lancement, vous devriez l'imaginer beaucoup plus en B2B. Le B2C, on en a discuté entre nous, en fait. Le B2C coûte très, très cher. Votre acquisition client, elle va coûter très, très cher. Alors vous avez un avantage en plus au B2B, c'est que le B2B crée de la récurrence et crée des gros contrats. Par exemple, un agent, on en avait discuté, 24-24 chez Save, 24-24, 7 jours sur 7, c'est 17 000 € par mois. Et c'est là, à mon avis, qu'est votre gros marché.
Complètement d'accord avec toi, mais je serais ravi d'en discuter avec toi dans les backstage et de signer le premier deal récurrent avec toi.
Super.
Merci.
L'expert Palnor.
Bravo.
Merci à tous, merci le jury, merci le public.
Alors,
Merci à vous.
pour le grand vainqueur du Global Challenge 2016, je vais appeler Michael. Mika.
Alors, pour le grand gagnant, on avait un choix qui n'était pas simple, mais en même temps, je pense que tout le monde était assez d'accord sur le jury, et avec une presse impressionnante, un pitch impressionnant, un marché qui est d'une impressionnant parce que assez global, qui était globalement ce qu'on cherchait aussi. Tout le monde a toujours été un petit peu en galère sur ces sujets-là, surtout en ce moment avec quelques grèves. Et on pense qu'il y a un vrai sujet là-dessus. Petite réserve aussi, comme disait Damien, ça mérite d'être un petit peu plus premium, mais le grand gagnant est Pomp.
Alors, où sont-ils?
Alors, il est où?
Ils sont là.
Ah,
allez,
il
on va
arrive.
leur faire une standing ovation.
Le gagnant,
le grand gagnant
Global Challenge 2016, Pomp.
Bravo. Et voilà. Un petit mot, grand gagnant.
Oui, merci au jury, merci à tout le monde, merci à tous les échanges de festival et c'est juste génial pour nous. Merci.
De rien. Et juste une petite précision, faites pas au prix coûtant. Vous avez vraiment une valeur incroyable. Rentrez dans le premium, ce qu'a fait Uber pour un certain temps. Moi, j'ai 90 litres à foutre dans mon camion. Si vous venez chez moi pour me rendre service là-dessus, je suis prêt à payer un peu plus cher. Donc, faites-le.
Oui. Oui. Merci. Oui. C'est la possibilité.
Alors du coup, le magnifique prix offert par le Startup Palace. Voilà. Attention, c'est assez fragile parce que très précieux. Donc il faut le brandir un peu comme... voilà. On peut l'applaudir. Alors, on a différents prix pour les finalistes. Alors, le premier prix, c'est que donc pour Pomp et puis pour Guarding, il y a une place plus le logement offert pour le Web Summit à Lisbonne en fin d'année. Voilà. Donc du coup, une place pour Pomp et une place aussi pour Guarding. Comme ça, vous pourrez y aller ensemble. Donc ça, c'est le premier prix. On a aussi donc notre partenaire Getty Image Stock, qui offre 3 abonnements créatifs pour une valeur globale de 6 000 € et donc un magnifique ouvrage avec les nouvelles tendances 2015. Le premier prix a une valeur de 3 300 €, le deuxième de 2 500 € et le troisième de 300 €. Donc ça pour le premier, deuxième et troisième. Je vais vous remettre vos prix tout de suite. Donc Getty Image e-Stock vous accompagne dans vos besoins créatifs de divers médias, photos, illustrations et sons. Alors, je vais chercher les petits.
Donc ils sont bien là, vous pouvez prendre les photos, tout ça. C'est le palmarès du Global Challenge 2016, un peu plus de 220 dossiers au départ, et puis voilà, les grands gagnants avec le jury. Félicitations.
Alors, du coup... Donc offert par Getty Image e-Stock et donc pour le troisième Scortex aussi également.
Est-ce qu'il est là, Volodia?
Et alors pour le troisième, on a aussi un prix qui est... alors il est où? Il est là. Celui-là, qui est offert donc par Externatic, donc qui est spécialiste dans les recrutements de profils, notamment de profils de développeurs. Et donc du coup, vous avez une prestation qui est offerte pour un recrutement par Externatic, donc on les remercie. Donc pour Scortex, on trouvait que ça avait du sens de l'offrir à vous par rapport à votre typologie de... Voilà, donc je vous offre ça, il y a un t-shirt et puis et les cartes des personnes à contacter pour bénéficier de ça.
Ouais, on va faire les photos et puis tu vas pouvoir y aller, ok. Ouais, pardon.
On fait quoi du coup?
On va faire... Est-ce qu'on a encore des prix à remettre?
On n'a plus de prix. Du
voilà.
coup, juste peut-être des remerciements sur toute l'équipe du Global Challenge, notamment donc, Jérémy qui a présenté de main de maître hier du coup le marathon des 50 pitchs. Encore merci. Volodia, avec qui on a passé beaucoup de temps, notamment pour la sélection et puis pour l'organisation de ce... Voilà, donc on peut appeler Volodia, on peut applaudir Volodia. Il peut monter sur scène s'il veut. Du coup, remercier aussi Margot et Céline qui ont été un peu nos super-héros hier. Gabriel. et puis toute l'équipe de Trampolino, et puis Ben aussi. Voilà.
Voilà.
Merci à toute l'équipe du Global Challenge. Ouais.
Voilà, la photo, les gagnants, tout ça. Marie, t'es prête? Je te donne le top départ. 1, 3, 2, 1. T'as le droit de partir.
Bravo Nantes, merci au WEB2DAY. Et moi, il faut que je file prendre mon train, mais c'était super. Bravo à vous, à très vite. Ciao.
Merci Marie. Allez, on vous laisse 30 petites secondes pour faire les photos. Est-ce que quelqu'un veut rajouter quelque chose? Alors, nous aussi, il faut que tu fasses un moonwalk parce que, comme on a mis ça sur la homepage du WEB2DAY, enfin, tu vois, pour annoncer l'édition 2017, montrer que c'est cool, tout ça. Si on n'a pas le moonwalk de Jérémy Cormand, ça va pas marcher. Donc, on filme, on est d'accord? Comme ça, on pourra mettre ça en homepage pour. Voilà, c'est à toi, Jérémy, déjà. Le gimmick, ça va devenir un mème sur Internet, quoi. Ouais.